guys, it's legoshowtv here. This time doing another Lego City set review. This time it's on 60134, ages 5 to 12, 157 pieces. Fun in the Park City People Pack. And you can see all the people there. And then you can see how all of them are put together, and everything you can do with the set. And 4 of them are a family there. And yeah, now I'm gonna go build this and let's take a look. Okay, so here's everything we get in Fun in the Park. Now we'll start off with taking a look at each of the minifigures along with their assorted area. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we have the first little section, and this is the easiest way to do this review because it breaks it up into sections based on the way you build it. And so yeah, at least that's the way I'm doing it. So in this section you got the hot dog vendor guy, the kid in the wheelchair, the motorcycle bicyclist, and the little kid on the merry-go-round thing. And we'll take a look at each of them. And here's the businesswoman, and you can see her torso detailing, no leg detailing, and facial detailing. And then she has no double-sided face and a little bit of back detailing. And next up, we'll take a look at the little kid along with his accessory. And here he is. You can see his torso detailing, no leg detailing because it's on the short kids, or the short legs, and then the back torso detailing, and the little sad face. And yeah, his hair's pretty cool. And then you get this little spinny thing. I see it at the park all the time. I just don't know really what it's called. I call it a merry-go-round, little merry-go-round. That's about it for him. Now here's one of the main reasons I got this set. It's because of this kid, and reason is because I want to use him for the chair itself, for little Nelson from Ninjago. But yeah, and yeah, you can see his torso detailing, no leg detailing there, and facial detailing, and back torso detailing, and no back head detailing. And yeah, the chair itself is actually pretty cool, what they did there. And so it just rolls around like this, like an actual wheelchair does. And yeah, and then the next guy is the hot dog vendor and his little stand here. You got a hot dog on there, ketchup and mustard, and a little sun, or an umbrella, and an extra hot dog in there. And he's got a thing to put the hot dog in, and you can see his torso detailing and facial detailing, and then the back printing, and nice cool little hat there. And yeah, and then you got the bicycle guy and bicyclist, and take him off here. We take him off here, then you can see torso detailing, no leg detailing, facial detailing, and then the back torso detailing. And he does also come with this first ever bike helmet in white here. And as for the bicycle, it's a classic one like you get in the actual little creator set. Except for in red. And yeah, that's about it for this part. Now let's move on to the second part. Here's the next section, and it has its grandpa and grandma, which actually kind of reminds me of my own grandpa and grandma. And we'll take a look at them first. So this kind of reminds me of my my grandma a little bit, even though she really doesn't look like this. But just to have a grandpa and grandma minifig, which is pretty cool. And their own names, I could call them my grandparents' names. So yeah, you can see their torso detailing, or her torso detailing, and facial detailing, and then back torso detailing, and then no back detailing to the face. And her white hair is pretty cool. And yeah, she also does come with this little bouquet of flowers. And there's her grandpa here. He's pretty cool. And you can see his torso detailing, no leg detailing, facial detailing, and then no back detailing, and then no facial detailing there. And they're sitting on a park bench, which you probably seen before if you have the Creator fountain set. But yeah, it's just a very classic build there. And then we get this girl who's also playing with a soccer ball. There's a soccer ball in this set, and yeah, there's a soccer ball right there, soccer goal also included, and it's a pretty cool mold there, actually. But you can see her torso detailing, facial detailing, of course no leg detailing, and Nia's hair in brown and tan, and no back head detailing and back torso detailing. And then you've got the little kid, the little boy, and he does have a little classic Lego spaceship logo, or Benny as they call it in the Lego movie, and torso detailing, facial detailing, and then the back torso detailing. And here's the last minifigure in this part. It's Painter, and she's pretty nice. You can see her torso detailing, a little bit of paint on her legs, leg detailing, and then she does have a double-sided face and some very nice back printing there. And she has this little thing that she was painting as well. And then we got a table with a croissant, and the other girl, the next part, has a apple. And yeah, a little basket and a little nice place for the people to sit. So yeah, now let's get on to the last part. Here's the last section, and comes with the lawnmower girl and the dog and the soccer goal, which is really annoying in the picture and the instructions. And then this sign I forgot to mention earlier, which has a printed piece on it. But taking a look at the lawnmower, which is a very cool classic build in my opinion, which is cool. And you can see her torso detailing and no leg detailing. She's actually wearing my favorite color of her favorite color in pants, and no leg detailing, and a back facial detailing. Probably wearing glasses to keep her sun out of her eyes. But yeah, and then she's got Claire's piece, and also the girl from the Iron Man 3 set's piece in brown. And yeah. And next we got a little dog. I think it's the same one that comes in the fountain set. I'm not for sure, but yeah, it is pretty cool. Little dog. Then you got these two trees. Pretty sure these are two of my first type of trees like this, and it's pretty cool. And you got the soccer goal, and just a very basic build overall. Yeah. Then I just want to do a comparison real quick. If you remember, in my review, I said there's a guy with a genetic similar face. I said similar face, so I'm not that they're exactly the same, but they have kind of the same little thing, if not the exact same ones. But he's not in this. But you can see his torso detailing and leg detailing, facial detailing, and then the back torso detailing, the back head detailing. Now, this set also not only for the first time introduces a kid in a wheelchair, but a mini baby. Now, the problem with this mini baby is the hands do not move, and the face is the only one that moves. But it is a pretty cool concept. But I totally get what they were going for and stuff. But yeah. That. So you just like place it right like that, and he can be rolling. If Dad can be rolling it along, he can be rolling it along and strolling in the park when he's not working. And yeah, you can see an apple and a croissant there. Then you got the last two minifigures, and here she is, a little girl. You can see her torso detailing, facial detailing, and then the back torso detailing, no back facial detailing. And yeah, then you got the mom, and he has Scarlet, which is Scarlet Witch. Yeah, Scarlet. Or Black Widow's hair. Black Widow's hair made to Ultron, and you can see her torso detailing and leg detailing. Then she got a little bottle there, and no back detailing on the head, and then back torso detailing. And yeah, that's basically it for the fun in the park set, and it's a pretty cool set. Really cool set for $40, and to get a ton of minifigs, and the introduction of two newer figures, which is the little baby and the kid in a wheelchair, and nice little soccer ball here, nice soccer ball goal, and overall everything you might do in the park. And yeah, so yeah, it's pretty nice. It actually is everything you would probably see people doing in a park. So yeah, that's basically it for this set. So now let's go into the ratings for the set. Before we get to the ratings, I just want to say that the reason this review was broken a bit up into several sections was that I could take care of the minifigures at the appropriate times easier, and so yeah, that's why it was broken up in different sections. And you can also see that the instructions are also based on different parts that you would build. And you've got the volcano advertisement for that, which I have only reviewed the truck for. And if you want me to do more, then I will. Then in the second one here, pretty sure you got the same one thing. No, just got the end thing with her blocking the goal there. And then this book ends with the piece count and how you can swap the minifigures' faces, hairs, and everything to make different combinations and then the piece count. But yeah, no one's rating close that. This set cost $40 and I actually got 20% off of it. So yeah, pretty cool to have 20% off. Only I think that the advantage is mostly for the figures, and that's why I bought it anyways. And introduction of the kid in the wheelchair is very cool to use for little Nelson. And yeah, and the baby's really cool. And yeah, tell me what you think of this guy being the same or close to the close to this guy. I really do think that they're actually the same there. They actually do look the same when I'm sitting here in person looking at them, but they could be totally different people, but just happen to look the same. But yeah, I do think that this guy is pretty cool, and so yeah, it's pretty nice. And yeah, that's about it for this review. I'm going to give this set a 10, and yeah, so please comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.